here, and what? Eddie, what are you watching? Box caught in. This is where you can remove those bone souvenirs if you like. But I'm just going to keep them on. This necklace does tend to fly off while switching heads, so I like to keep it at the bottom or the middle. Alright, so, as you can see, here's the hole for the head. So we're just going to place that right. Well, gee, Eddie, I'm flattered, I guess, but I kind of need the space to do a toy review. Is that okay? No, not another Evil Dead review. I already did that. Yes, you can watch. Thank you. Hey guys, Brian here, and today we're doing another Marvel review. This time it'll be Ant-Man. I believe this is the Ant-Man from Ant-Man and the Wasp that just came out, so, you know, they'll start printing more of these guys out. So, let's talk about it. I love Ant-Man. He is awesome, because that's just how it is. I also love toys and Marvel Universe, and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So let's begin. Let's talk articulation. Head, because there's another head, so we'll talk about that in just a sec, is on a ball joint, or just a regular Marvel joint. In, forward and back, rotate. You can sort of get a head tilt, but it doesn't really show much with the mask on. Ab crunch. Arms go all the way. In and out. You will get some tension, resistance, but it'll be fine. So be careful. Be careful, though. You don't want to break it. Wrist rotation. Same rotation as the Captain America figure. Legs go in and out, forward and backwards. Alright, let's talk the detail on the mask. I freaking love this mask. It is amazing. It's like the best part of Ant-Man's costume so far. Like, I wasn't really a fan of Ant-Man until this masked variant came out. I just love the mask. Everything about it. The lenses, it just looks amazing. The one thing that does bug me about this mask, though, so it's not about the mask, but it's how they made it for the figure. As you can see, he has these head things, these antennas or whatever, which are really awesome, but the problem is that they're made out of flimsier, less thick plastic, so as you can see, it kind of bends up a bit. Can you see that? Yeah, and that's a real issue, which I have. Yeah, so you'll have to either take some heating or just use your fingers like I always do. Let's talk about the other head. So as usual, you want to pop this one off. Be careful, you don't want to mess up these plastic things, so you're just going to pull all the way back and it comes off just like that. And then you go and replace it with the unmasked head, the Scott Lang head, also known as unageable Paul Rudd, because Paul Rudd never ages. Another thing, I freaking love Paul Rudd. He's like one of the best actors of all time. I remember first seeing him in this movie called Halloween 6. It was awful, but he was good, because Paul Rudd. Yeah. So, the Paul Rudd face is actually okay. It's definitely not the best Paul Rudd face sculpt, if there is any other Paul Rudd face sculpt. I mean, it's alright. They got the hair pretty on point. It's just a face. It just looks weird. Like, I know all toy faces look like this, but I just feel like the eyes could be a bit bigger. You know? They look so small, and his forehead is, like, very large in this, but that's no problem. Ears are on point. Yeah. So Marvel figures and a lot of other toys have this thing called Build-A-Figure. You get enough figures from a line, and you can eventually build your own figure, because they give you pieces. I freaking hate those things. It's basically just a ploy to get you spending more money. It'd be fine if there's people you actually like, but you get stuck with some obscure comic character you don't even know who he is. I believe this is the leg from that guy in the Infinity War movie with that giant hammer that always hangs out around Ronan the Executioner, works for Thanos. You know who I'm talking about? Yeah, that guy. So, but I'm not sure. I don't really collect those. Yeah. Problems with it and, perfections. It looks amazing. I love this thing. Problem is the belt. So, the belts are often a problem on these Marvel figures. So, it looks good, but if you saw my Civil War review for the 2-pack starring Captain America and Crossbones, there's that little crevice right below the abdomen, which is fine, except that it's not, because this belt, you can hide it, which is good, but the belt's made out of like a flimsy plastic, much like this on the mask, though not as bad. So, you know, you have to really be careful when shifting Ant-Man around to not reveal that crevice, which kind of ruins, you know, how it looks if you're taking pictures. They learned their lesson, Marvel did. Hasbro, whoever makes these. They gave him a fist hand and a open hand so he can grab stuff, which is really awesome. I love it when they do that. Yeah, so that's really good. I like that because as you know in the movie, he presses a little thing on his hand right here to shrink or grow. Yeah, and I really like how he does that. That's really cool. So I'm glad they did that. It works as a punch, as a transform. It works with everything. It's pretty awesome. That is it for my Ant-Man Marvel review. I love this figure. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. If you fix this, it'd be a 10 out of 10. But that's fine. This doesn't hurt the figure too much. It's actually more of a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, that's it for my Ant-Man review. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like. And hit that bell to join the notification squad for Spy Lassie reviews. This has been my toy review, and good night.